gonna stop crashing. So anyway, let me finish saying this before I crash again. So Tennyson, mind your business, young man. And I know that your mother is trying to put you in the middle of this, but it is not your problem. It's not your business. So Tennyson goes out there. He goes get his sister out the car. He was like, "You ain't got to talk, but you can come on in." So then she comes on into the room and everything. And Lamar putting your hand on her, that was too soon, too early, too soon. Now I like you, Nook Dog. I like you a lot, but don't put your hands on her. You're gonna have to. You got to create an environment where it's safe for her. Okay? Her mama, she don't know no better. She really don't. She don't know no better. I don't know what decisions she's making for those children's lives right now, but she don't know no better. And you got to realize that that's not your biological daughter. And you have to realize that guess what? You don't know what effect that other man, her ex-husband, has had on that little girl. And the last thing that you want to do is confuse her or to touch her inappropriately. You need to create an environment. And I think you a good guy. God damn, I think you a good guy. But I'm telling you, you are making mistakes. And it is your responsibility as a man to father her and to protect her, not to touch her. It's too soon for you to be touching her. It's really even too soon for you to be touching your own biological daughters right now. Because the thing about it is you want to create an environment where, like when you hugged your daughter, that was appropriate. We was okay with that. But we wasn't okay with you touching on Nala. Because Nala's not okay. And her mother's not being honest with you. She's not being straight up. And I'm sure you've had an opportunity to look back at this and to see Nala's heart concerning this situation between y'all. So anyway, Nala goes in. And, the mother's like, sit down. You making everybody uncomfortable. No, you made everybody uncomfortable when you made the decision at the chicken dinner for everybody to go to L.A. That's when everybody got uncomfortable. They've been uncomfortable, Andrea. What part of that? You can't brush that off and make that responsibility your children. That's not your children's responsibility. You understand what the hell I'm saying out here? It's not your children's responsibility. It's yours. So, the little girl sit there. So the little boy was like, so what was you in jail for? So, he's like, I was in jail for robberies. I did some robberies. No, don't downplay what the hell you did. You want to be a daddy? You want to man up and you want to be a man? Tell him what the hell you did. And you don't lay back on the bed in the presence of a woman. When you are in the presence of a woman, you sit up. You're supposed to be a man. You don't lay out there and you're not this girl's biological father on the bed because it just doesn't look right. It doesn't smell right, Lamar. And I know that Andrea is not telling you because that's fine with you because that's where she wants you on the bed. But when you're dealing with a child, an adolescent, a teen, you need to sit up and man up. You need to be the man that you say you're going to be, Lamar, to these damn kids. And laying on the bed, I know you was uncomfortable and it was a reflex for you to do. But you don't do that in the presence of anybody's children. I'm sorry, that's just not what you do. So anyway, he's like, I did some robberies and stuff. So the little girl was like, are you a gang member? Are you in a gang? And you don't want to answer that? Well, your mother's gloating about it. Come on, Lamar. Andrea's gloating about you being, and she's gloating that you a Crip. If it ain't a Crip, it's a Mormon. If it ain't a Mormon, it's a Crip. Come on. She's boasting about this. So this is all the daughter is hearing, that it's this bad boy image. The little boy had already said at the house he ain't had a daddy in a long time. He's disconnected from men. And then he goes to your house and allegedly somebody in your family introduces him to drugs. But you're supposed to be his daddy, Lamar. You're supposed to be that stand-up type of guy. You had 18 and a half years. You said you want to do this over. You got an opportunity to father these children. And you allowing yourself to be oh my God, you are allowing yourself to get caught up in the trap of Andrea. Andrea is not the best suited person. You need to lean on D-Lo. D-Lo D seems like he has some sense. And I'm trying to tell you right now, I'm not judging y'all. I'm calling what I see out here on this television. This is what I'm seeing. This is what my comments, this is what my subscribers were saying, my nieces and nephews. And that's why YouTube keep going down this weekend. Everybody that been on live this weekend been crashing and going down. God dang it. You're right. Somebody just said out there, Lamar, you touched both the little girl's hair, but you didn't touch your daughter's hair. Stop doing that. It's inappropriate behavior for a man, especially a man who's not familiar with a woman like that. Stop that. So, the little girl asked you a question. Now you sitting up there talking about you don't know if you should answer it. Yeah, you was a crip. If that's who you was, then that's who you were. If you a changed man, then it shouldn't even matter anymore. Why should any of that matter to you? You are a changed, delivered, rehabilitated man, right? So you laying back on the bed being uncomfortable in front of these women, this woman's children, does not set a good example. It just doesn't. And I'm hoping that you're able to look back at this, you and Andrea. Because you know what, at the end of the day, I ain't mad at y'all. I'm being auntie. I'm not mad at you. I ain't mad at Andrea. I ain't mad at none of them kids. I'm trying to school you and wake you the hell up, Andrea and Lamar. Because this right here, this not okay. It's not okay. And then Andrea, you step out the room, and then because all you want to do is be hugged and rubbed down. Girl, come on, girl. Get your emotions and stuff under control. You gonna sit up there and say we're gonna be a whole family like you got a half of a family. You got a beautiful family. You have more than what some people even dreamed of having. Some people just want one child. And here it is, God has blessed the fruit of your womb for you to have 3 children. And you throw them away because you want to be with this man. I don't understand what your thinking is. The only thing I can say is your thinking is stinking. And you need to really get that together. Because you know what? Other people are looking at your life. And you're sitting up there calling yourself a Mormon in the name of Jesus, in Jesus' name. You sitting up there praying over the food like you so religious. But let me tell you, you got a form of godliness, boo. But there's no power showing out in your life. And anytime you are a type of woman that you will go and seek out a man in prison, ain't like you grew up in the neighborhood Lamar grew up in. So you sought out that kind of relationship. And I don't know what it is about you, what's broken that needs to be fixed, but you're the psychologist, right? So Lamar sits there and he says, I don't know if I should answer these questions. You want to be a daddy, right? Don't you want to be a daddy? We all have things in our lives that we don't want to tell our children. We all have things that we don't want to, that we tell our children in stages of maturity. There's some things at 5 that they're mature enough to understand at 13, and some things at 18 that they're not mature enough to understand at 13. But when they turn 18, you tell them. And here these children are. Looks like they're preteens. They need to know. Because you know what? If your son knew Andrea, he wouldn't have been influenced by Lamar's family member to take drugs. Something that was foreign to him that he had never done before. But because you put him in that environment, see, you put your son in that environment. And whatever kind of environment are you putting him in? This man is 18 and a half years fresh out of jail. You notice he didn't come home and stay with his baby mama. It looks like Lamar has other children. Their parents ain't even filmed. But yet and still you would throw your children out there. Let me tell you something, boo. Think about what you do. Now, I don't know what the hell you're going to do on the next episode. I swear I don't know what you're going to do. But what you have done has left a bad taste in everybody's mouth. And for a woman who's educated or calls herself educated, a woman who appears to be lonely and desperate, a woman who appears to just want somebody in her life to coddle her and to tell her that she's beautiful. You got to do that for yourself. See, Andrea, that's how you get whole. Because there's no need for you to have a whole family with broken family members. Because if you got a whole family with broken family members, you're still broken. How in the world am I going to want something that something whole like this plate? This plate is whole, but all in the middle of it, all the fragments in it is broken. Then the plate is no good to me. So you saying you want this whole family and stuff? Let me tell you something. Your son already told you. Overnight we not gonna be no whole family. We still gonna be a broken family because Lamar is broken. You're broken. Get your life together first. Then introduce this man in. And I understand that you had an ex-husband who doesn't want anything to do with the children. Guess what? He ain't the first deadbeat dad, and he ain't the last. Whatever it is, he said, you know what? I don't want to be bothered with her ass. I'll make sure she get, money and all of that kind of stuff, but I don't want to have nothing else to do with her. Andrea, when was the last time you did a self-examination and took a mirror and put a mirror up to your face and examine who the hell you are? I don't know when the last time you did that, but I really think you need to. I think you need to evaluate yourself because you got your children set up. They set up to fail. This is set up to fail. It's set up to fail. It don't look good. It doesn't smell good. And Lamar's not ready. And the last thing that you do is give your children away to somebody else. And I don't even think, Andrea, that you're desperate. I just think you're broken. There's a lot of things you need to work on, baby. James, same thing with you. You're broken anytime that you would do a hashtag free Allah campaign for a woman who is clearly on drugs, clearly unstable, and clearly does not have the skill set. Clearly doesn't have the skill set to deal with stress. James is ridiculous. She came out of jail looking high.